do to Madrid, no matter what happens elsewhere. Tony Amondi gets Kenya underway. And Japan realign. This Simon Amor coached team that are going through a transition in their style of play. Had a tough outing in Montevideo. They learnt a lot from that encounter, particularly that first match against Hong Kong where they never got out of the blocks and life was difficult after that. Have to start well against Kenya here. So knocked into the stands by Ryota Kano. And there goes Kano to take the line out and find his jumper. But he hits it too long. And Kevin Wakesa was almost away, and that's always dangerous. So Kenya's starting seven, including Vincent Onyala and Tony Omondi, the two co-captains. They're on from the start. Patrick Odongo lies on the very left-hand wing, away from this scrum. They cannot wait to get the ball into that man's hands. 11 tries he scored in the first Challenger leg in Dubai. He was unstoppable. But it's Japan with the ball here. First chance from the scrum. They take a hard line through the middle with Fukushi. Kano wants to move this quickly. Taiga Oshida is on the edge. Odongo's first act here in Munich is a defensive one, makes his tackle. Kano goes back to the right-hand side. Matsumoto, good jinking feet from Maru. That's lovely hands from Japan. Ishida creates a switch with Fukushi and then one with Kano. And Vincent Onyala with the high tackle, so Kano goes again. Good speed on this. Again round the edge with Kipe Ishida. Dangerous feet from any point on the pitch, the number 18 for Japan. Brimming with confidence this morning, the Japanese. Flick out the back, onto the edge with Taiga Ishida. Legs taken as Odongo tries to go high. Kano. Good hands again from Fukushi. They've got an opportunity on the edge to get the first score and diving in. Taking to the air to do it. But it's Shotaro Suoka who opens things up from Japan. Patience and skill and precision and all that just to create a meter of opportunity. And it was finished by Showtime Shotaro. So good in the air, this man. And Japan with the early score against Kenya. Three and a half minutes nearly of continuous play from the Japanese. Fast kickoff, but Kenya alive to it with Onyala. Now they'll show what they've got, and you can expect, you can guarantee things will be a little bit more direct. Here's Odongo, fed up of waiting for the ball on his wing, so he picks it up from the ruck. Taken by Takamasa Maru. Onyala. Spin and pass was from Asati, and they are copping some shots here. Kenya. They're keeping the ball alive. Good press from Japan. It's going to work to the edge here, and that's all it will take for the first score. Kevin Wakesa will run it home, unopposed from 50 meters. The press defense overstretching. And Kevin Wakesa brings out the dancing in the stands for the first time today. Knocked over by Tony Amondi. And Kenya with the 2-point lead. Well, all the intention in defence was admirable from Japan, but great vision from Kenya. Wakesa took one step to his left and had the space on the outside. Amondi's kickoff. Taken by Ishida. Back to Kipe Ishida, live wire, half-back. Fukushi. Oh, hitch and go from Junior Matsumoto. Japan having to realign quickly, but they are well numbered here. And a chance to engage in a first sprint of the morning. On the outside goes Suoka again, but he's just beaten to it.
Taken back by Ram.
Shotaro Suoka lurking, but big Vincent Yonala put in a shift to make back for that. Lung-busting opening 7 minutes from these two teams. Japan stretching Kenya to their extremes, and yet still 2 points down.
First goal was good, like that. Bang! Set. Let's go. Stay there, man.
Put in by Kano. Opened up by Maru, and little reach for it from Fukushi's. Used his big frame to make the most of that.
Let me just get the mark. Hang on. No. The mark. Where I am. Holding on was fine. Offside first.
Shida has to hold himself back there from taking that quickly. Instead opting for the scrum. Go-ahead score in the offing for this Japanese team heading into half-time.
Let's get the ball in a little quicker. Get the ball in quicker.
Finished in 5th place in Dubai. They were in the frame for finishing in the top 4 at that point, but they had a poor outing in Montevideo, coming 10th. Bouncing back from this in Munich though. Kano, little step.
Leave it out, leave it.
Ishida. Fukushi stretches and dives down, gets around Amaitsa. And Moeki Fukushi puts Japan in the lead.
Take them as is.
Yeah, I'll take with it. Thanks.
Experienced head of Ryota Kano, and he makes the most of that. So 12-7 to Japan over Kenya at half-time.
How we looking?
It's good. I want to play.
Yeah, the ball in play is quite high.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks. Which is good. Yeah, and I heard about it,
Kenya with matches to come against Chile and Portugal later on today. And Japan the same on those opposition. Portugal and Chile lie in wait for them in this Pool C. Both these teams building towards the Olympic Games as well this season. Japan in the process of switching their style of play from when they qualified for the Olympics, for a style which will be more competitive come Paris 2024. That's the aim of Simon Amor's team, and on this evidence, in these first 7 minutes against Kenya, they have brought a different level of intensity and organisation, and they're flying into Kenyan bodies again. Hurling this over to Wakesa and saying, sort me out, please. Wakesa does slow things down. There's a Dongo. He doesn't need any space at all. Working away in that 5-metre channel. First defender of the weekend beaten. Japan are over-eager in the end. Now Kenya might strike here. Mondi fighting so hard to work an overlap here. Onyala does so. Now Kenya are going to be into the clear here. John Okoth has waited and waited and now opens up, striding down towards the try zone. John Okoth and Kenya begin the second half on the front foot. Well, they're always on the front foot.
Victim.
14-12, those conversions becoming very important indeed. Tony Amondi knocking it over. John Okoth opens his account for the weekend. Five to play in this opening match for both teams.
Okay, good. That's good. Otherwise, it can be a little bit confusing.
Time off.
It's the scenic route versus the express highway in terms of styles between these two. Kenya just requiring a couple of passes to go the distance, and Japan passing and moving and passing again, getting around the edge of Kenya. Maybe the next blow from either contender will be the one that carries this one all the way to the final whistle. Brutal beginning for both teams. So tight out there, and now it lands in Kenya's hands again, and here we'll see Patrick Odongo spinning those twin turbos for the first time this weekend. Patrick Odongo is back, and Kenya hit three. The star of the challenger back in Dubai. He's had to wait for his chance here. This one was given to him, and he eats up those meters.
Is it open now? No,
Only when once that match is finished.
Okay.
Coolly done again from Amondi. Kenya 21-12 up, and any morning nerves that may have been out there amongst the Kenyan faithful dissipating. It's not even been a year since Kenya were knocked off the World Series for the first time. It ended a 19-year run as a core side last May when they lost to Canada, and it really hurt rugby in Kenya. It hurt this group of players. But they've responded with their typical style and excitement, even more energy. And Onyala with the pass to try and set things up, but a forward pass.
Not forward, forward pass.
Simon Amor.
Let's go quick things up. Let's go.
Going quite a few growing pains with the team, but it doesn't take long for the squad to learn. And this performance has been a good one. When you compare to where they were in March in Montevideo, it looks all out of kilter. It's a far more connected team now.
Standing up, far side, straight up. Really wins flag? They come inside me. Whoop. Whoop. Six red. Six red.
George Oro comes on and hurtles towards his first line out.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, all good. Time back on.
Suoka down the short side, nicely worked, and Ishida cuts back. Suoka, hitch on the outside, he'll switch with Tiger Ishida, who straightens, offering that all-important physical element to this Japanese team, but not on the floor. Kenya's so strong in that department. Their S&C coach here, Andrew Omonde, captain of Kenya for many seasons, led them to their first World Series title back in 2016 as well. Andrew Omonde.
Okay. Red 9. So. Red, okay, thanks. Red 11. I'm 22. But just want to see a hacker. Good luck, boys. Okay, time back on.
Georgian princess, eh?
It's like changing one sports scarf for another with Nanak and Betsa coming on.
It's a really amazing cap, huh? It's a really amazing cap.
Got a chance to see where Uganda and Tonga are here in Munich in terms of their development. That's the next match on here. Uganda bringing a far more experimental team to Munich this weekend. Kenya are going to close this out. Will they add any more points here? Lovely line back on the inside, powering away. Kenya hitting the high gears towards the end. Chrisat Ojwang waits for approval from his captain to score it, and Vincent Onyala says, yes, you can put it down now. We've done the job. This one was ever so slightly harder than everyone might have expected. Chrisat Ojwang puts a little bit more gloss to the score.
Yes.
And a good keeping performance from Tony Amondi as well. So Kenya in fine form towards the end of their first match here as they hunt that place in Madrid.
The ball in play was quite high.
He's come from such depth, Ojwang, to make that line.
Thanks a lot.
With a turn around on it as well. He's just waiting for more teammates to celebrate with. Anyway, Kenya get the job done against Japan in typical style, 28 points to 12 against Japan.